You can see some buildings, a lot of concrete in the river. Yeah. So you can ask yourself, where is Japanese beautiful nature? Of course, Japanese beautiful nature is here, but unfortunately, in the cities there are houses like around here, and among them there are old houses which are called machiya in Kyoto, and the number of these houses was decreasing pretty fastly. There are only 2,500 this kind of old style houses, as you saw when you entered this place. Only 2,500, yeah, it's not much. And in Iori here we are trying to protect these houses and keep them in the style as they have been used till nowadays. Actually, machiya, it's an old city house of Kyoto merchant, and it was designed in a way that people had been living there, and in the first floor they had been doing their business. So it was something like no need to have a car and go to work every day, because you just get down from your bedroom to the first floor, and there you could work with you could work, or you can contact your customers or clients. Actually, those houses were designed in pretty interesting style, because 100 years ago in Japan there had been no air condition. So Kyoto people have been thinking in a way like we have to create our houses to survive a hot Kyoto summer there, because in winter you can wear a lot of clothes, but in summer you can't dress your skin, yeah, so it will be very hot. So the houses had been designed in a way that when you opened the shoji, breeze you could go through. Also, there had been usually a well in the house, and the cold air from the well could get to the house. So the design of those houses, it was something really unique, really excellent. And it was a really shame that those old houses had been decreasing from the Kyoto in such a fast pace. So nowadays there are some houses which have been recreated in a restaurant style or in a different style, but we are trying to keep these houses for people who are coming from abroad, who can try how it was to live in old Kyoto house. So when you are in Japan for the next time, it's not necessary to stay in the hotel, but you can rent one house in Kyoto for one night or for 1 week, and you can try how it was when people in Kyoto used to live in these houses. But it's not only about old houses, it's also about Kyoto culture, and the second point, important point that we are trying to do here in Iori. When someone says Japan, before you came here, what was your idea? What was appearing on your mind when someone said Japan before you came to Japan? Yeah, tell me please.
Very futuristic.
Excuse me?
Very futuristic.
I see. Also another idea?
I thought it was just one big city.
Yeah. Just one big city.
Yeah.
But you are pretty close, because when you go from one city to another, it's quite hard to say when one city ends and another city starts. Yeah. It's not one big city actually, but it's close to it. Okay. And then another idea?
I imagine it'd actually be there'd be a huge discord between tradition and modern,
I see.
and there really is.
Okay. What about martial arts or tea ceremony, or this called? Yeah, please tell me.
I thought my dishes, samurai, so my dishes.
Okay. So that's also a good idea. But also, many people know about sushi bar, Japanese food, Japanese flower arrangement. Martial arts are very popular. I think that if you count people who are doing martial arts in United States or around the world, there will be much more people than in Japan itself. Yeah. So these arts are very important, and the reason why it's pretty simple, because Japan has been a long time closed country. Japanese had a long time to work on details, on really tiny things, and those arts had been designed for noblemen, for samurai, for the top of the society, very well-educated people. So it doesn't matter if it's the ceremony, if it's calligraphy, if it's theater, or if it's flower arrangement. When someone is doing any kind of this art, he's trying to engage all his power or his life to that art and to become a real master in that art. Therefore, you can find many different principles, but the very same core in these special arts. And today we are going to taste, just make a short taste, of two arts. One is calligraphy, and second one is kyogen. Calligraphy, it's about writing special characters on a paper with a brush. Have you ever tried to write something with brush on a paper? Yeah. Okay. So some of you are used to this kind of writing, which is pretty different from pen, ball writing or pencil writing. For some of you, that will be completely new experience. And also, the second point will be kyogen, the theater, comic theater. The calligraphy itself, the first floor, you will be given some basic examples how to write characters, but it's not about making nice line. It's about heart. It's about finding a way how to calm down and how to concentrate only to one thing what you are doing. When you are writing, you are writing. When you are preparing your ink, you are just preparing your ink, nothing else. Yeah. It's called Ichigo Ichie. One meeting, one life, one meeting. It could be translated into English. Anytime when you are doing something, when you are meeting someone, it's a very special occasion. And even if you meet the same people, even if you meet the same friend, the situation wouldn't be the same anymore. Yeah, it's only what it is in the moment. And that was how Japanese society had lived for a long, long time, because there had been many wars in Japan, and samurais didn't know when they are going to be killed in the battlefield. So therefore, they were treating each moment as a real treasure, because you don't know what's going to be next day. So when you are doing something, try to focus completely for that activity and do it perfectly, as good as possible. And this is what you will try when you will write calligraphy, Ichigo Ichie. Each second of your life is really important, it's a real treasure. In kyogen it will be a little bit different, but the same. You will try to learn some basic techniques, how to make audience laugh. Even every day, different audience will be in your theater. Yeah. But you need to get some basic techniques, how to laugh, how to cry, how to communicate with the audience, and this is what we are going to do in the second part of your today's practice. So now I would like to ask you if you can divide it into two groups, because first